Welcome back to the Mobile World Congress. I'm here with Joachim Horn. He's CTIO at Tele2. Joachim, thanks for joining us.
It's a pleasure.
So I understand that in the Netherlands, you've got a clean sheet of paper,
Yes.
and you can basically build your IT system from scratch. So what does that look like?
We are launching a new LTE Operations, an LTE-only operator in the Netherlands. We are very bullish about that. And when we started to design that operations, we thought what will be very important actually for us to be competitive, because we are a challenger low-cost operator, as you know. It was very important for us to be very agile also, as we can put out new offers and compete in the marketplace. And one of the most important areas to look at is obviously the IT and the IT stack. And knowing from our existing operations that in an existing IT environment it can be quite cumbersome to implement new functions and to get new services in, we thought about, let's start with a new clean sheet of paper. Let's take in all the learnings we have on the other markets and get the most competitive IT platform in place we can think of.
Excellent.
This is what we are doing.
So, and this, you'll be able to roll this out to the rest of the group in time?
It will become a blueprint. Obviously, every country is in a different stage, but I think to get rid of legacy old platforms is very, very important in IT to get time to market right and also to get the cost further down. And there are some functions which become extremely important, like online for every kind of interaction with customers, you know, new shop concepts, but also real-time charging, be able to, whatever service you have, be able to give the customer at any given point in time full information about how much he has used, the ability to upgrade, you know, and the ability to book new services.
Yeah, let's just drill down a little bit on that billing piece. So
Yes.
what capabilities does an operator need from a billing system? You mentioned real-time
Yes.
charging. What else do you need?
There's one part the operator needs. It's basically about usage and the ability to read usage to the tariffs and the pricing and maybe the budget the customer has given. And then be able to print the bill or to put the bill online. And there are also some regulatory obligations, some sort of data you have to collect and store. So that's the one piece. But the more important piece is the visibility for the customer.
Right, yeah.
Because in the prepaid world, customers are used to, at any given point in time, to check their balance. In the postpaid world, with the contract, that was not usual. Customers once a month got the printed bill and then knew how much they have spent. But now operators are much more worried about, you know, bill shock, and we are working on give full transparency at any given point in time to our customers. And that comes back to ability of billing systems. Unfortunately, billing systems have grown over time, and there is a lot of, you know, complexity out there. It's not so easy to get that in.
Yeah.
On a clean sheet of paper, it's actually relatively easy, and this is what we're aiming for.
So it's actually a key part of the customer experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it brings it to a new level, because in the past it was also quite easy. We had mainly voice, and you count the minutes, and customers had a kind of feeling, I talk too much, so it will cost so much. But then now in the data world, you know, there's so much abilities to use applications and different forms of consumption. It's much more difficult to track how much you use.
Yeah.
So we need to react as operators and give more visibilities to our customers.
Yeah, no, I can see that. And finally, Joachim, I just want to talk a little bit about empowering the business with
Yes,
IT.
yes.
How do you give the business people the IT tools they need?
Yeah, as we get more competitive in the marketplace, I think it's much more important to watch that the time to market to react from business sides to needs of customers or also to competitive offers is you need to get down the reaction time. And what we have decided, and we are trying this out now, is to move parts of the IT actually into the business side.
Right.
So we have our online team which develops and modifies online offers. We have put into one of our brands, and we make actually excellent experience with that. Instead of making business writing a requirement to IT and then takes only 8 weeks until we can come back and implement, it can be done overnight. It's in their control, they have the budget, they have the priorities, and the satisfaction on business side has increased significantly.
Yeah, no, I can imagine it's much more responsive to the market.
Yes.
Great. Joachim, thank you very much.
It was a pleasure.